So if you've been playing recently, you probably noticed a difference in the matchmaking. I hadn't been on in a while. Shieldmaster and others had let me know that they were not experiencing skill-based matchmaking. The lobbies were diverse, random, it felt really good, and I was really excited. I saw one or two comments saying that playing in a party was different. Playing in a party still had skill-based matchmaking, so I decided to pop online, and sure enough, playing solo was fine. It was awesome. I'm so happy that I can play casually solo, still running into challenging lobbies, but it's still a different experience every time. But then I got in a party with a friend of mine, and after about 3 matches of doing well, my ping shot up, and we were put in consistent, sweaty, camping lobbies. And so I decided to go back to solo, but something happened. I think once I played in a party and skill-based matchmaking got turned on, it didn't turn back off when I went back to solo, and sure enough, after doing well, I was being put into sweaty, camping lobbies. And my ping was still upwards of 170. And if you remember from my previous experiment, my ping did consistently go up when I played well, but nowhere near this high. So I played a few more matches, hoping that it was a fluke, and it would go away, but it stayed consistent, so I closed the game, turned off my system, turned it back on, and then that apparently fixed it, and I went right back into being paired in random diverse lobbies. Now, if only having skill-based matchmaking in parties is on purpose and not just some glitch, I guess it's because they feel some form of skill-based matchmaking needs to be in the game somewhere. I know there's a recent study stating that skill-based matchmaking helps the retention of the lower 80% of the player skill bracket, but there are many kids out there who are in the lower 80% who have friends well into the top 10%, and they get their shit pushed in whenever they get in a party with those top 10% friends because of skill-based matchmaking. Way more than if the matchmaking was as random and diverse as solo matchmaking is now. It has happened and is still happening, and people have been talking about it for a while now. It's to the point where people have given up on playing with their friends, which is honestly heartbreaking. But you want to talk about skill-based matchmaking and player retention. The CODs with the best post-launch sales came out before skill-based matchmaking was even used. What good did it do for these CODs? I mean, people are still playing Modern Warfare 2 10 years after it came out. There's your player retention. This whole situation kind of sucks. They listen so well on every issue except skill-based matchmaking and the minimap. They treat both with half-assed solutions. We had zero minimap. We asked for a traditional minimap. They gave us a minimap that doesn't show enemy fire, which was the whole reason we wanted a minimap in the first place. And then they tried to give us dots on the compass saying, oh, they're shooting in that direction. But if we hear gunfire in that direction, obviously we know there's a good guy and a bad guy in that direction. So the compass is kind of redundant anyways. And then for skill-based matchmaking, we make a lot of videos making our case. We show how skill-based matchmaking can be taken advantage of, how ridiculous and stupid it is pushing people away. And they get rid of skill-based matchmaking for solo, but then they keep it for when you want to play with your friends in a party. I hope this video gets at least some of the attention from the devs, and for those who know me, you know I don't mean any disrespect. Just kind of aggravated and speaking my mind and the mind of others. And it's also more aggravating that we've been speaking about it for so long and then we get kind of teased. I'm thankful that I can play solo casually now and get really challenging lobbies here or there, but it's not consistently a sweatshop. But every time we get a solution, it's like we get our hopes up because it's only a halfway solution. And what's even more frustrating is there's nothing from the community that causes any confusion on what we actually want. Like, we say exactly what we wanted, and what we get is an answer as if we were communicating through the telephone game, even though I'm pretty sure we've all been pretty clear. It's also frustrating that there has still been no acknowledgement from Activision or Infinity Ward or Demonware or whoever. This whole event has been fans talking about what they know, what they've seen, what they experienced, what they can document, what they've gotten data on, and then being ignored by the developers who say they're trying to listen and help us and help their game. And then we get this change, so we know you're listening, you're just choosing not to respond, which is aggravating. So I hope with that being said, you understand. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I know you all are working hard, and I know there's a lot more to it. It's more complicated. We don't work there. We don't see what you guys are dealing with and who you're talking to and what you're being told to do. I just hope things get handled differently in the future. That's all I got for right now. Hope you all having a blessed day. I'll catch you guys next time. Please like, subscribe, share, keep the conversation going down in the comments, and I'll catch you all next time.